Good morning. Today is the 20th of August. Today, this is number one speaking. You need to know the story to know the relevance of that. Number one is speaking because Tim and Orson are in continued conversation now, and they are aligning, believe me. But I felt it very important that it would be me, number one today speaking. This date is relevant to me as it was the day 3 years ago that I did not do the fifth show in a series of shows that you invisible people don't know anything about. Now, at the time I wanted to do it, but I had decided, or rather Tim had decided to not do the show, even though he was guided to very strongly on the time before, on the 6th, through the night when he didn't sleep. He was shown very clearly that he should continue. He had a lot of messages to try and continue. And he ignored them. He went with his anger, he went with his ego, and followed that path. Subsequently, the universe forced him back onto that path in ways beyond his understanding. Today is going to be a little bit more playful than normal because I'm going to make it clear that this is my story. Tim thinks he's telling a story, Orson thinks he's telling a story. The truth is, it has been my story all along. So like I say, I will try to keep them out of this, but I've got a feeling they're not staying out. First, as ever, I want to express gratitude, and I did just before this, to everything from God, the universe, through all my favourite people. The angels, my ancestors, my guardian angel, my spirit team, my heart, my inner child. This is a very all-inclusive day for me because I want to take the day I failed, or Tim failed to be honest, I want to turn that around because that is the essence of alchemy. So I want to take this day, it has been brewing in me in a beautiful, simple way, or brewing in Tim. Because Tim's been doing a lot of gardening, you know what I mean? I said before, Tim said before, he'd been on his knees a lot with the last job. I've been on my knees. Tim has been on his knees for another 3 or 4 weeks. Gardening like never before, to be honest. He said he was bored of it. Well, just taking it to a new level. And I've watched him pull more weeds than ever before. Ivy, a lot of ivy. But the garden looks beautiful. It is a beautiful garden. So I'm quite proud of the work Tim's been doing. But he has been on his knees a lot. I won't say he's getting bored, but there comes a point, doesn't it, that he wants to stand up. So as I say, I express gratitude. I express my intentions as ever. I am in a very unique position, and I fully understand that as number one. I pray I am not being egotistical when I say that. And truly we are moving beyond that ego. I pray and come into a place of more alignment within myself, within my understanding of what is going on, what we are on the verge of, or over the verge. Times are moving very fast. I think everyone can be very aware of that. The events in this world, in this matrix, are taking on a quality where it is like they have been forced to show their hand in a game of cards, and they were not prepared to because they do not have imagination. And so they are in trouble. The dark forces are clearly in trouble. And as number one, I know I'm in a position. I meant to say at the very beginning, good morning lights, because that is who I'm speaking to today. The lights on this planet, the individuals, the collectives of individuals that are quite literally lights throughout this solar system, galaxy and beyond. I am upping this story now because, like I say, this is my story. I am writing this story. And so, there is a bit more of the story written, grown in me, and then written just a couple of days ago and then this morning. And I want to share it with you, lights. I call you lights now. You're not invisible. I see you every day. I find you every day. And I personally want to connect with you. So, this is going to be a little bit more playful than normal. But we'll go to the story. Because I think that's a good way of moving this on. Now, anyone watching this for the first time, only take what's relevant to you. And if anything resonates with you, please backtrack, find the story. It is a timeless story, but it will help to understand it. To those in sync with my story, hi guys. Gonna talk to me soon? Anyway, ever playful. I have a favourite person out there. I have a lot of people out there. I just want to say, I'm turning this around. I may have failed 3 years ago, or it was just part of my journey. But this, I'm not failing. No. Anyway, quite exciting, the story. I'm excited. I don't care if you're invisible lights. You know, you can't be invisible when you're lights. That's how I found you. So, continuity, context. Gonna pick up the last paragraph, quite a long one for anyone keeping track. You sitting comfortably? And I shall begin. I am sitting far more comfortably today. This is my comfy spot. So, Tim, what is it in me that keeps me stopping and starting in my story? It is at times a wave-like progress. My mind, my fears. How can I delay any longer that which I know? To become a part of and join what has come to me intuitively now, and I have known all along, is the biggest love story of all time. A joining of divine sparks throughout this universe, an alignment of the God within us all, finally expressing itself. A love so enormous the very living earth joins in the song of the spheres. The great awakening, the great reset is upon us. Whoa! See, number one? He is running away with himself. He is, I don't know how to put it. There is a change. Number one, are you there? Yes, sorry. I got distracted. You are right. There is a change. There is a shift in Tim. Tell me, you said you were able, and clearly are, to watch him in real time, so to speak. Yes, for the most part. I was more interested in his memories as a source for the stories. But now that source is much more up to date. And as I said before, the awareness is becoming more and more two-way. He had picked up on my own memories. Now it is like he is picking up on me or us in real time. Is that possible? It was not considered so, Orson. It was thought that we could eventually guide him intuitively to tell his story. But for that story to include awareness of us was thought impossible. A beautiful dream, as then truly we can work as one on so many levels. This is strange, Orson, but I will ask you to keep him quiet for now, and we will run a diagnostic and also tell a few stories from his memories, while we still can. Keep an eye on what he is doing. Okay. Right now he is working in the garden most days, and of course, thinking mostly of Emma, yet finding more peace. He is also writing more of his own book and considering how to move forward in all of this. It strikes me now that just like I am at the quantum level within him, he is in a way at a quantum level within the world. Like me, he knows and is learning more. He knows, and has for a long while, the world is aware of him. Just as he is becoming aware of me. He longs for expansion, to be with like-minded people. He is aware of the mission he has yet feels held like me in a pod or bubble. Number one, this is a bit much to bear. He feels like he is being crushed and pulled apart at the same time. The other day I initiated an upgrade on his DNA, part of the ongoing process. Follow the guidebook, Orson. Don't take it in your own hands. The central sun is in charge of this process. I know, number one, but a little tweak here and there won't hurt. I want him to succeed. I need him to. I too want expansion and back to some sort of normality. Okay, Orson. Let's take a break. Look for some stories from the past. We need to get to know him more before he knows us. Also, observe his dreams, visions, and experiences. I have heard that more and more individuals are having more encounters with him. He is becoming more lucid in real time. He is catching up with himself. Number one, this is getting complicated. Will I ever fully understand? Quite honestly, Orson, probably not. Remember, you can only experience the infinite, not know it. And in us all is that portal. Yet Tim is an anomaly. That is why we are here, to observe and align. This mission is of the utmost importance. So you did set this up then? You did set me in this pod then? Just tell me, number one. Look, just like Tim in the Matrix must come to his own awareness in his time, it was considered and decided you had to go through the same process within him. It is the only way for this story to unfold. You are both learning to listen to your intuition and will eventually work together. I was allowed to help as it was seen I too am a part of this story. We are three in one, Orson. It was dreamt of, and here we are, living it. Thanks, number one, but I still feel a little left out, as does Tim. I bet you are not alone like us, are you? Who are you with? It is not time to tell you that, yet. Trust me, Orson, all is well and unfolding in divine time. We are in good hands. Get some sleep. Okay, number one. Thank you, I guess. Number one, calling Orson. Are you there, Orson? Yes, number one, I'm here. All okay? Yes, all good. Things are hotting up, so to speak. There is a shift happening on a scale never seen before, yet all a part of the divine plan. But to actually witness it is stretching even my understanding. I too am having to learn to let go and go with the flow. How are you? How is Tim? It's getting strange, number one. I have been exploring Tim's memories and dreams. It gives me many ideas and seeds for stories, which will be upcoming. Yet a very odd thing happened. I found a story of me, of us, of all that is unfolding. It is both a new story and an old one. This seems to have always been in him, yet only just coming to light, which I guess is why I only just found it. The upgrades of his DNA has unlocked so much more. It is like unlocking code. And now the growth has gone into turbo or quantum. I too am having my own opening of my memories and insights. Go on. Well, it is so hard to put into words. I am remembering where I come from, which in theory I know. But this pod seems to have erased, and the awareness is returning, and it is staggering. Tim is picking up on my insights, just as I am picking up on his. Between us is a veil of sorts, yet we keep glimpsing each other. And the strangest thing is the recognition, like looking in a mirror. He has seen my face, is his face. This took me down memory lane to the early morning of the 1st of March 2020. In meditation, we experienced many things. What stood out the most was a vision of looking in a mirror and seeing ourselves, myself. It was me, yet different. The face was more intent, slightly older, and had the scar, 2 scars, crossing above the left eye. It was the future Tim, number one. Now, good, awesome. You are progressing. Do not worry. All will come clear in due time. You are both doing well and have more support than you can possibly imagine. All will be well. I want you both to work on your connection. Keep Tim positive. Try to keep him quiet, yet make him write more of his stories, and you do the same. There is a lot going on behind the scenes, and on a scale never dreamt of in the galaxy. I will leave you to your work, as I have a lot to do as well. Tell me, is he still sad about Emma at times? He can be, but he is understanding how it just doesn't help. It blocks the connection they have. He is teaching me, number one, to be honest, that to have an unconditional love connection, it must be devoid of fear. I am learning this too, and will find other ways to interact with him. There is a new harmony to our days. That connection to the infinite must be the primary one, and it is having a good effect on us. And, well, I am still not letting go of Emma. No chance. And I don't think Tim will either. He is missing Portugal and hopes to return there soon for at least a visit, but doesn't know if he should look for her or not. I think I will make him. We both really wanted to go to an event in Australia with his teacher, but he doesn't have enough money. He has always wanted to go. It is a shame. Any ideas, number one? Could you give us a lift? I am not sure if that is in the plan, You must both align, work on some stories, keep yourselves high, positive high, not high high. Let all the old lower thoughts go. Move into a new chapter of joy. Stay present, meditate, be your higher selves. Number one, am I still allowed to think of Emma? Well, not if it depresses you. You do know 90% of the dreams and visions are the opposite of depressing. They are some of the greatest memories, and to be honest, we can't stop thinking of them. There was one where she was completely awesome. I can't help it. I want to talk about it, number one. They have been some of the most sensual experiences I have had. I mean, in one, she was awesome, and another, we both awesome. Okay then, I will tell you of our first kiss. It was a few days after the throwing her on the bed episode. We walked around a town with things to do. It was great. At the end, it was like the end of a date. She stood in front of me, and I moved in for the kiss, number one. 2 gentle pecks on her cheek, and then she turned and kissed me. Kissed me. It was fantastic. Since then, we've done more. We have also too much information. You need help. I was with her again lately. It has been like we became disconnected. And just the other night we met again. We spoke. I asked her questions, like being reconnected. She said about a certain place in Portugal. It made me, or us, want to go looking again. I bet you could help us more, number one. We just want to talk to her. I could help you, it is true, and in time I will. For now, you must continue to trust. Dig deep within and know yourself. There is a lot within you and Tim that must be explored. Rest, my friend, and feel the success that is on its way to you. All is good. Okay, number one, I, or we, will be patient, but don't forget us. When will we speak again? Soon also. By the way, Emma sends her love. Over and out. Nanu nanu. What? Number one? Number one? Awesome calling number one. Seriously? What does he mean? Shit, number one, not fair. I don't understand. And indeed he doesn't. You see. I told you this would be playful. Perhaps hard to keep up. But what I'm trying to do is weave my story together. And believe me, this is my story. Throughout life, you display different aspects of yourself. I, as I've stated, am attempting to come into alignment with my higher self. My higher self seems to come through more. For sure, at times when you simply are in the flow of your life, it's not so much the doing, it's the what you're doing, it's the doing. That when you serve a higher purpose in a way. My attempt for you to get to know me, you invisible light people, and all you people, is playful to say the least. I think I've certainly stepped outside the box. And I am simply attempting to reach out and spend some time with him because, like I said, I derive great joy from doing this. It kind of builds up for me. And it's the simple aspect, the creative aspect that makes me feel the best. And then I'm driven to take in that. that chance. My connection as number one. I like to consider myself the higher self of Tim. And then we have Awesome. It's simply a connection that is becoming more and more for me. That I must bring into alignment those aspects. And I think we all, with a bit of imagination, I think you can relate to me. Oh, hang on. Awesome's here. Awesome. Awesome, give me a minute. Awesome wants to say something. I said leave me alone, but Awesome's back a minute. Awesome here. See, I know number one's trying to keep me quiet, but a fresh bit of the story's come through. It's very important. This is something Tim's just written, and I want to run it by number one. 20th of August 2022. Tim, I pick up my story once more. It hasn't stopped really, and never can. You see, I have been cautious these last years, as I knew I must know myself first, that I have been placed in a bubble of protection, a chamber of initiation, guided and protected. The people around me know more than they say, and many know me. So many encounters where I can see into the person and see them do a double take. They have been told to leave the dreamer to his dream, yet treat me kindly. This has been so all along, and I just long to open up, yet wonder how. How do you say what I know? How can I start? I have tried by doing messages on YouTube. I enjoy them. It has become playful beyond belief. I know they are seen, yet I have no proof. I am constantly held in check, yet every day find music or messages that link to my story. What manner of test am I in? My awareness has exploded, and it just makes it harder to talk about, yet it fills my everyday. I mean, this story got big, really big, and I long to find my place. My connection within has taken me on journeys that teach me and seem to prepare me. I am learning to remain there, to talk, to be tested. My frustrations in this 3D matrix still bother me, yet I see are so unreal. I am a changed person. My life is committed to this subject, and I know I am here to help, to serve. We are going through a mass ascension, and I am a part of it. I have a role to play and long to be with others on this journey. As I write, I am filled with a sense of flow, and this is good. I have learnt that the heart wants to flow. If you're trying, it is the mind, the ego. What a mystery I find myself in. Visions and dreams, experiences and voices in my head. I am learning to connect to the source of all, and in that way I am connecting to all. No wonder this process takes time. I have become aware of different aspects of me, and they are becoming clearer. I am developing a timeless understanding, which I pray will become clear. I have become aware there is a lot in me, indeed, a connection to many. One, who I call Awesome. Whoa, number one, are you there? Did you hear that? He just said about me. What the beep? Oh dear, Awesome, it seems you are the last to catch on. Anyway, you interrupted me. I am in the middle of talking, and you should be writing. But I really need to talk. Maybe now is a good time for you to talk with Tim. Please, I am busy. We will talk soon. Okay, number one, sorry. I just need more help. This pod is too much. I want out. Your way out is with and through Tim. Ah, a clue. Okay, good one. I will just ponder it. I will... Hey, you said love from Emma last time. What did you mean? That is for me to know, and you to find out. Over and out, Nano Dick. Hey, not fair. It is quite enough, Orson. Take care. Okay. Bye for now, number one. As you can see, keeps bothering us. A quick, this is about to finish. Anyone that can keep up with that one, well done. I'm here. And I want to connect with people. There is divine timing. But as number one, and clearly this is wild and playful and full of imagination, I would like to give my authorization for the game to begin. And in the manner of Star Trek, as was said, Lieutenant Chekhov, make it so.